If you're finding it hard to manifest your soulmate, then this video might be one of the most important that you will see. Today, you'll find out how I manifested my soulmate and how you can apply those techniques in your life too. A few weeks ago, my younger brother asked me how I had met Danny, my wife, with whom I am celebrating 11 years of a happy marriage this year in 2024. He wanted to find someone to date, be happy with, and eventually marry. Knowing about my YouTube channel, he asked for my help on how he could attract his soulmate. Intrigued, I started researching the topic and discovered that, without realizing it, I had already implemented many of the steps that I'll be sharing with you today. My brother has already started practicing these teachings, and coincidentally, he has begun dating a girl who seems really great. Since these steps helped my brother find a girlfriend, I decided to share with you all the knowledge I've gained and even put into practice myself. I'll tell you all the details in this video. So, let's dive into how you can manifest your soulmate and unlock the secret to finding your perfect partner. Part 1. Defining and Visualizing Your Ideal Partner by Bob Proctor. A few years ago, right before I met Danielle, I wasn't particularly interested in dating anyone seriously. But something shocking made me change my mind. I had been casually seeing a girl for about 6 months, and we both seemed to enjoy our time together without any formal commitment. However, one day I found her driver's license and discovered that her name was completely different from what she had told me. This revelation left me in shock, and I decided to end things immediately. She was furious, and the next day I received a message from a supposed friend of hers claiming she was pregnant with my child. This was followed by a call from my mother, who had received a similar story from the girl herself. After months of stress and uncertainty, I finally discovered that she wasn't pregnant and that the entire situation was a manipulative ploy. This experience made me realize that it was time to stop living the single life and start looking for a serious, meaningful relationship. However, I was determined not to settle for just anyone. I wanted to find someone who truly matched what I was looking for in a life partner. This led me to unknowingly start manifesting my ideal wife. Not long after, I met Danny. By the time I was 30, we started dating, and at 33, we were married. And many of the things I did during that time align with the steps I'm going to share with you now. To start, it's crucial to get clear on the qualities you want in a partner. This clarity will help you focus your energy and intentions, making it easier to attract the right person into your life. Take a sheet of paper and write down all the qualities you desire in a partner. Think about attributes like kindness, happiness, health, financial independence, a passion for personal growth, shared values, common interests, and mutual goals. In my case, I didn't write it down on paper, but I had a clear and deeply rooted idea in my mind of what I wanted in an ideal girl. Someone cheerful with good energy, hardworking, a good companion who liked to play sports, and who I found physically attractive. You can write it down on paper, as I believe the energy you put into it is different. However, having a clear thought about what you want also works. At the time, I didn't have anyone specific in mind, and none of my girlfriends thought I was interesting enough to introduce to their friends. But I was convinced that this girl would appear, and I would do everything to make her happy to have me as her boyfriend. Once you have a clear list, spend time each day visualizing your life with this ideal partner. Picture yourselves doing things together like going for walks, having dinner, and sharing meaningful conversations. By doing this, you're aligning your vibration with the qualities you want to attract. The law of attraction states that like attracts like, so embodying these qualities yourself is key. This is something I did all the time. I always wanted to visit some tourist spots in my city but had no one to accompany me. So, I would imagine myself enjoying these places with my future girlfriend, laughing, enjoying a private moment, discovering good restaurants, and having lots of romantic moments. I pictured myself doing things I had never done simply because I didn't have the right company for it. Deep down, I knew it was just a matter of time before it became real. It's important to say that at every moment I imagined myself doing these things, I felt truly happy, and that is very important during the process. If during your visualizations you feel doubt, uncertainty, or have any kind of bad feeling, then it won't work. Later on, I will teach you how to resolve this issue. Do you have any specific activities in mind that you'd like to do with your future partner? Share with us now, it will help you attract your soulmate in no time. It's also important to consider how you want to grow in this relationship. Think about the ways you want to support each other's growth, the shared goals you want to achieve, and the legacy you want to create together. This will not only help you attract a compatible partner, but also ensure that your relationship is built on a strong foundation of mutual growth and support. This is something I already had in mind. Although I knew it would be better to date for a while, I was determined that if I found a woman with the qualities I wanted, I would marry her. I knew I wanted to have a family with at least one child and a dog. By the way, having a dog had always been a childhood dream, but since we lived in a small apartment, my father never allowed us to have one. In the first year of marriage, I manifested my little dog, a Chihuahua named Debbie. Today, my daughter is 6 years old, and Danny and I are having fun on this journey of being parents to a little girl. It's not easy, but it's totally worth it. Part 2. Becoming what you want to attract. Studying about the manifestation science, I discovered that Dr. Joe Dispenza emphasizes a powerful principle. To attract the partner of your dreams, you must first become what you seek. This involves embodying the qualities you desire in a partner. If you want someone who is loving, kind, and supportive, you need to cultivate these qualities within yourself. Begin by writing down the attributes you want in a partner, but instead of just stopping there, make a conscious effort to develop these traits in your own life. This is because our thoughts and feelings create an electromagnetic signature that broadcasts our desires into the universe. Thoughts act as the electrical charge, while feelings act as the magnetic charge. And following the law of attraction, where like attracts like, this makes perfect sense. In fact, when I analyzed the list I made about my ideal partner, I realized that I had included qualities I believed I already possessed. Perhaps that's why I was able to manifest my wife in a relatively short amount of time. Now, let's talk about the feelings. To truly manifest love, you need to align both your thoughts and feelings. It's important to overcome any emotional blocks or conditioning from past experiences. Often, we carry baggage from past relationships, such as hurt, resentment, or fear, which can hinder our ability to attract the right person. Letting go of these negative emotions is crucial. So if you are practicing your visualizations and you think it's all very difficult or even impossible to happen, and that somehow you don't deserve to have a good romantic relationship, then that's what you will attract. Bad relationships. Practicing elevated emotions, such as joy, gratitude, and love, can help you open your heart. Dr. Dispenza suggests that opening your heart is a skill that requires practice. It involves moving out of survival mode and into a state where you can genuinely feel love and joy. This shift is essential because if you are stuck in negative emotions like anger, judgment, or fear, you will not be in the right state to attract a loving relationship. In the 4th chapter of this video, we will explore a practical step-by-step guide to help you get rid of these negative feelings and start attracting your soulmate more easily. But before that, we need to clarify something of utmost importance that might be blocking the arrival of your soulmate. Part 3. Releasing the idea of perfection. Many of us have a tendency to search for the perfect partner, someone who ticks every single box on our list without any flaws. This mindset can be quite limiting and can actually prevent us from forming meaningful connections. It's essential to release this idea of perfection and understand that imperfections are part of what makes relationships rich and fulfilling. If you go back to the video and see the list I had made, you will see that I only listed 6 qualities that I desired in my partner. Those qualities are someone cheerful with good energy, hardworking, a good companion, who liked to play sports, and who I found physically attractive. There were few things, but they were the most important to me, the ones I knew would already make me happy. I didn't include in the list things that are also important, like having a good sexual connection and mutual trust. These are things you will be able to overcome together if you are truly soulmates. When we focus solely on finding a perfect partner, we might miss out on wonderful relationships because we're always looking for something better. This constant search for an ideal partner can lead to what Matt Boggs calls upgrade-itis, where we always think there might be someone better out there. In reality, the imperfections in our partners are opportunities for growth. They challenge us and help us evolve in ways we might not have anticipated. For instance, I remember a client of Matt Boggs who initially loved how relaxed her husband was because it balanced her type A personality. However, over time, his relaxed nature started to frustrate her. Instead of seeing this as a flaw, she realized it was an opportunity for her to grow and become more patient and go with the flow. In my case and Danny's, after 10 years of marriage, we definitely had to make our adjustments as well. For example, I have always liked to keep the house tidy because in my parents' house, everything was always a bit messy, and I didn't feel comfortable living among a lot of scattered things. Danny, on the other hand, never really cared about that and left many things out of place, which over time bothered me more and more. I talked to her and it took a while for her to adapt. But today, she understands my need and even likes to keep the house tidy. Since she now works from home, she has realized that a cleaner and more organized environment helps with productivity. It's important to embrace these imperfections and see them as perfect for our personal growth. When we let go of the idea of finding someone who is flawless, we open ourselves up to deeper connections and more fulfilling relationships. So, if the person you're with aligns with your top qualities and supports your growth, dive deep and invest in that relationship. The journey of love is about growing together and learning from each other's strengths and weaknesses. Now that you have the necessary foundation to manifest your soulmate, let's move on to the practical step-by-step. Part 4. Practical steps to manifest your soulmate. To put all of this into practice, let's combine some effective techniques from our experts and create a clear path to manifesting your soulmate. The first thing you need to do is truly believe that you will find your soulmate. Otherwise, nothing we do here will work. To achieve this, we will remove your limiting beliefs and feelings of unworthiness. So, just to give you some context, before my wife, I had serious relationships with 2 girls, and each of them broke my heart in their own way. It sounds a bit funny now, but at the time I was very sad. So, besides knowing what I wanted, I already knew what I didn't want. My first girlfriend cheated on me at least 3 times. The last 2 times were with the same guy, so I realized I was already out of the picture. The second one was very beautiful and we got along great in bed. But outside of it, we fought all the time. Until one day she stopped answering my calls, and after a few days she left me. The point here is, despite being dumped by both of my serious girlfriends that I had, I knew I had given my best in each of them. That's why I always believed that I deserved something better for myself. And I believe that it was because of this belief in my worthiness that I manifested the woman of my dreams in a relatively short period of time. So, if you have any limiting beliefs, you need to overcome them and open your heart and soul to attract what you truly desire. You also need to genuinely forgive the people who hurt you so that you can channel the maximum of your energy into what will truly make you happy. One way to practice this is through meditation and mindfulness. During meditation, start by giving thanks for something that genuinely makes you happy. For me, I always think of Debbie, my chihuahua, wagging her tail and looking at me. Thinking of something good will put you in a state of happiness, which is the ideal state for you to begin asking for what you desire. And then, be grateful for at least 5 good things that make you happy. Can be anything as long as these things make you feel good at this moment. The goal here is to put you in a state of high vibrations. From there, start making positive affirmations that you are enough, that you deserve a wonderful partner for life, and that everything comes easily to you. Choose positive affirmations that are opposite to your limiting beliefs. If you think it is very difficult, affirm that everything comes easily to you. If you think you don't deserve a good partner for whatever reason, start affirming that you deserve the best partner the universe can offer you. In the beginning, it may be hard to believe, but over time these affirmations will enter your subconscious, and you will start to feel increasingly happy when making these affirmations. Then choose one person you need to forgive. Recall the situation that made you feel resentful towards this person. Analyze it from an outside perspective and try to understand why the person acted the way they did. I always remind myself that people can only give what they have within them. If this person hurt you, it's likely because they didn't have much to offer at that moment, and perhaps they still don't. Based on this understanding, forgive the person and, finally, wish for them everything you once wished they wouldn't have. If you wished they would never find a great partner, wish for them to find their soulmate. Yes, it's difficult, but remember, like attracts like. If you wish ill, you will attract ill to yourself. But if you wish well, you will attract only good things to yourself. Right after this part, you might feel like a huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders. At least that's what I felt the first time I did this exercise. By doing this, you release the energy that was trapped in that negative feeling so that it can start attracting the things you desire, like your soulmate. This process of forgiveness, along with the process of removing limiting beliefs, will put you in a very high vibrational state. And it is at this moment that you will move on to the next step. Now it's time to ask for your soulmate. Start visualizing yourself in a loving relationship, feeling the emotions associated with it. Imagine the joy, the support, and the connection you would have with your partner. This practice helps rewire your brain and body to align with the frequency of love. Use your 5 senses to imagine the scene and make it more real. Feel your hands touching. See the smile of your partner looking at you lovingly. Smell the skin. Taste the kiss and hear the compliments he or she will give you. And after that, imagine what you need to do today to make all of this manifest in the real world. Visualize what you will do throughout your entire day and imagine everything going well. If you don't yet possess the same characteristics that you desire in your soulmate, start imagining yourself incorporating those characteristics. Imagine everything going perfectly right in your day. This will not only excite you but also condition your brain to increasingly see the positive side of things, even when bad things happen. By becoming the person you want to attract and maintaining a high vibrational state, you create a magnetic field that draws the right person into your life. This process not only helps you attract your soulmate, but also prepares you to be the best partner you can be. After visualizing, imagine your body being covered with an aura, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. This aura will be your protection to ensure that everything goes well during your day. You might even feel something different in your body at this moment during the first few days, but later you won't feel anything anymore. However, keep doing this step. After that, get up and start your day. This whole process should not take more than 15 minutes. This is something I didn't do back then because I didn't know about the power of meditation. However, it's something I now practice every day with incredible results in various areas of my life. Back then, I would constantly imagine all the great things I would do once my girlfriend arrived. I would talk to her every day after work, have someone to spend time with even if we had nowhere special to go, and finally have a companion to watch my favorite movies and shows. The key here is that I spent most of my time in a state of happiness. To me, it felt very real and I didn't care how long it would take. In fact, I didn't even think about the timing. I just knew deep inside that everything would work out. It was a feeling of abundance and security. I believe this made all the difference. Visualizing was something I always did, but I didn't just sit around waiting for my soulmate to appear. What I did was put myself in situations where I could meet her. So, I stopped going to nightclubs and started frequenting places where I could meet someone truly interesting, like barbecues at friends' houses, courses and events related to my profession, and I also started using social media. And it was on a beautiful day that I found Danny, a friend of mine, on Facebook. I had already met her a long time ago when I was still dating my ex. We had gone to this mutual friend's birthday party, and I remember that, coincidentally, my ex had a jealous outburst when I briefly talked to Danny on that occasion. Maybe she had already felt something different. I didn't feel anything at the time, but when we reconnected on Facebook over time, I realized that she perfectly matched the qualities I had visualized. So I asked her out and the rest is history. By combining visualization, affirmations, engaging activities, and maintaining a positive mindset, you create a powerful foundation for attracting your soulmate. These practical steps will help you align with the love you desire and open the door to a fulfilling and joyful relationship. So, there you have it, the steps to manifest your soulmate and unlock the secret to finding your perfect partner. Remember, it's all about aligning your vibration with what you desire and maintaining a positive mindset. I hope you found this new format of video helpful and inspiring. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from these insights. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on manifesting love and other life goals.